Okay, y'all. As I can tell by the title, we finna get real. But before we get into the video, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn those post notifications. Share it with your mama, your daddy, your granny, everybody. So that we can get our views up. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, we finna get real because I don't see many people talking about life after graduation. What is life after graduation like? Y'all, I'm gonna be real, raw, and honest. So, I went to Clark Atlanta, graduated in 2021. And I was like, I don't really know what I want to do. Like, I didn't have a job lined up, I didn't have an internship lined up, I didn't have none of that lined up. So, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? So, I always said since I was little that I wanted to go to Savannah College of Art and Design. Hence the shirt, SCAD grad. Thank you. Um, so I said, all right, I'm gonna apply. Y'all, I waited. I think school started September. I probably registered and like applied maybe the beginning of July. So I had 2 months to get my stuff together to go to school. So I went. I said, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tour it. We toured it. We toured the Atlanta campus and we toured Savannah campus. And I'm gonna tell y'all why I chose the campus that I was on. So I went. I toured it. I told them what I wanted to do career wise. And they advised me to go get my Master's of Fine Arts in Film and Television. So that's how that came about. So I went, I applied, I got in, and I prayed. Before I hit the submit button, I prayed and I said, Lord, if this the path you want me to be on, this the path you want me to take, I'm going to get accepted into the school. If it's not, okay, that's just a door that's closed, and I'm not supposed to be there. And that's okay. So, I kid y'all not, maybe like 2 weeks later, congratulations, you've been accepted in Savannah College of Art and Design. And I was like, what? Got accepted, y'all. Not only did I get accepted, they gave me a scholarship. So I had like 2 scholarships just from the school to go to school. Though. One of them was academic wise, and one of them was because of all of the work that I had done, like the different interviews that I did, the different movies that I created, like everything. They were like, "We want you, so here's some free money to come." Okay, I come. I go and I'm like, okay, which campus is better for me? We chose the Atlanta campus because it's close to home, for one. If anything happened to me or to my chair, my parents could get to me within. If my mama driving, they'll get there in about 30, 45 minutes, depending on traffic. 30 minutes tops, though. If my daddy is driving, baby, they'll get there in about 20, 25 minutes. So that was one of the reasons why we chose the Atlanta campus. We also chose the Atlanta campus because when we went to the Savannah campus, it wasn't as up to date on accessibility. Because it is the original campus. It is in Savannah. They had a whole bunch of old buildings, like some elevators weren't really working, and then like the ramps on the buses. It was just a whole lot of accessibility things that didn't make sense at the Savannah campus. So we chose Atlanta campus. I guess I'm gonna give y'all a story. I guess this will be life after graduation and a story time on my time at school, like school in general. So I get to the Atlanta campus. I email who I need to email. Sent in like doctor's notes, like all the things, y'all. I did all the things. And just to sum it up, basically, um, it was very difficult to get things accessible at the school for me. Um, but y'all know me. If you don't, you're gonna learn about me. I speak up. When something isn't right, I'm speaking up. When I don't feel comfortable, I'm speaking up. When I'm hurting or anything, I'm speaking up about it. So I'm pretty sure they were tired of getting phone calls from me, getting phone calls from my parents, getting emails from me. Like, I don't care. I'm gonna keep going until you fix it, basically. So eventually, things got better. I was there from 2021 to 2024. Um, Things got a little bit better, but nonetheless, I was ready to go. I was ready to get up out of there. So I went to the Atlanta campus. Things eventually got better. None of the things were like class related. Like none of the obstacles were class related at all. Like my professors, they were very, very, very understanding. They were advocating for me as well. Even we had like the dean of students, the department heads, like everybody. And shout out to the film department at SCAD because they really were advocating for me. They really were making sure I had the necessary tools to succeed at that school. It wasn't anything academic wise. It was literally just the accessibility. And if you ever been in that position where you don't have the necessities that you need, it could put you in a very dark place. But y'all know me, y'all know my parents, they instilled in us to always look at the glass half full. So yes, I was there with things that I didn't need. However, God still provided. I wasn't outside on the streets. I still had food. I was able to use my church to go get like it was a bunch of positive things. The people that were there, my friends that I made there, they were very protective over their Jess, as they say. Like you're my Jess. Don't play with her. Whatever I needed, I knew I could pick up the phone and call somebody. So I will say the positive in going there is the relationships that I built with the people that were there. Yeah, so that's just the summary of my time there. And when I tell y'all graduation rolled around and everybody around me, my friends and professors knew I had checked out a long time ago. And they were like, please, once you graduate, don't look back. Don't look back here. And y'all, I haven't looked back because that was a time where it was like, it really tested my patience. It really tests, like, if God was trying to test me on, am I gonna go off on these folks? Am I gonna have the patience? Am I gonna treat them how they treat me? I never did any of that, y'all. Never did. Now, granted, my daddy did want to come up to that school and set it off, but I was like, Dad, like my parents wanted to come up there, and I'm like, you can't do that. Like, you can't come up there because it's a battle that I have to fight. It's a battle that I need to learn to handle on my own because they're not always going to be with me. They're not always going to be, like, once I get my own apartment, get my own place, like, they're not going to be there to advocate for me. So I have to learn how to advocate for myself. And that was one of the things that I did learn there is to always, 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 always advocate for yourself. That's a big thing to advocate for yourself. Um. Okay, boom. So graduation coming around. Y'all would think by the time 3 years go by, they would be on it. Granted, they tried their best, y'all. They honestly, truly, I think that they tried their best, and I say that because they did have graduation practice specifically for me. They had graduation practice, and we practiced everything, y'all. And then the water main broke in Atlanta, and we couldn't even have graduation where we were supposed to have graduation. So we ended up having graduation at the school. Okay, boom, cool. That's all fine. They had it lined up. Everything was cool. It was good. And then, y'all, I was the first one to be called for the class. I was leading the class of 2024. Y'all, why they didn't even say my name at graduation? Why they didn't even say my name? When I tell y'all, my mama stood up, made them start the graduation over, and say my name. Baby, when I got that degree, I said, okay, period, I'm done. Like that was it. But graduation happened, and I'm like, oh, okay, like life is cool, life is good, and then it started adding up. I'm like, hold on, I didn't have a job offer. I didn't have any internships. Now, my job, I had internships under my belt on my resume. I've had different jobs on my resume. Like, it was cool. But I didn't have any jobs lined up. Is like, I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. I don't, all I can say is this whole timing of everything is in God's timing, because I didn't have a job lined up, but I still got things that I needed. I didn't have a job lined up, but I still was in my right mind. Like, everything. So, I took about like 2 months off. Like, after I graduated, I didn't look for a job. I didn't try to do a movie. I didn't write a script. I didn't do no voiceover. I didn't do anything because I needed that time to process everything that I have been through, that I have done. Like, I needed that time. So the 2 months go by, and I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready to get back in the field. I'm ready. The field wasn't ready to get me. I'm like, what is going on? Apply for a job, don't hear back. Reach out, don't hear back. Apply for another one, heard back, got an interview. Oh, but we went with somebody else because they're more qualified. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's what we doing. Okay. Heard back from another job, overqualified. So one job I'm not qualified enough. The next job I'm overqualified. I'm like, I honestly don't know what to do at this point. Another job, y'all. They like, you need more experience. Y'all, I don't understand this concept. How do you want me to get more experience when you won't hire me? Like, I don't get that concept. I don't. But then I applied to some more jobs, don't hear back. Apply to some more jobs, y'all. All I can tell y'all to do is just apply. Whether you have the requirements on it or not, you never know. Like, just apply. And this story is still going on. But I'm still waiting for a job. It is, what's today's date? February the 10th. And I'm still waiting for jobs. Like, I just know that everything is going to happen in God's timing when it needs to be. And you just gotta be patient. You gotta wait. You gotta pray, and you gotta keep the faith to know that what's for you will be for you. What's for me will be for me. Whatever job I'm supposed to be doing, it's gonna be for me. It's not gonna skip past me. And all those no's that I got are just doors that God has closed that I'm not supposed to be there. I'm not supposed. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm just taking it day by day, actually, and praying that I get a job, praying that, whatever God wants from me will come into fruition. Like, that's just, that's the mindset that I have. That's the mindset that my family has instilled in everybody. What's for you will be for you. What's for someone else is for someone else. Don't ever be jealous of somebody that you see on social media, or your friends or your family members getting jobs, getting accomplishments. Don't compare yourself, because what's for you will be for you. And that's all you can go off of, actually. So life after graduation it's tough, but just remember to stay humble. Remember to pray, ask God where you're supposed to be, and that's all you can do. So, life after graduation, y'all. This is life after graduation. Um, yeah, this is life after graduation. I'll definitely keep y'all updated on everything that's going on. So, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, share it. Um, and yeah, so I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.